All right, y'all, room spray. Let's just talk about it. Hey y'all, it's Beth. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here ever dropping by, I am finishing up a series about our Alaskan cruise that we took for 7 days on Holland America Line, the Noordam ship. Now, when I first started, I made a little intro video. As this is not normally my content, I am a part-time reseller here on YouTube and other platforms, and I love vintage antiques and thrifting for those things. So if you're interested in that kind of content, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel, be part of my YouTube family. But I had the opportunity to go on a 7-day Alaskan cruise with the Holland America Line, as I said, the Noordam ship. And I started out, like I said, with a introduction video and what I was packing. And today's video, we're rounding it out with what did I actually use of all the things that I packed. I will say that I think that we did pretty good with packing. I think I only didn't wear 2 things. I will let you know what I actually wore, when I wore it. I will say that we traveled from July 3rd through July the 10th. We started in Whittier, Alaska. We flew up to Anchorage on the 2nd of July. We flew up to Anchorage, spent the night there, then we boarded a bus transport to the Whittier port where we embarked on our cruise ship and then headed out. We had 2 days at sea. Then we went to Skagway, Juneau, Ketchikan, had another day at sea, and then we disembarked in Vancouver, Canada. We were there when it was very warm, unseasonably warm, I think is what they were saying. It actually only rained, maybe drizzled once and rained once. The rain was literally in Ketchikan, but it only rained for about 45 minutes. So I did a lot of YouTube watching before I left about what to pack for Alaska because I had never been. And so if you are interested in watching what I packed and our day-to-day cruise type of videos where we've got off at every port, I will put the playlist right above here and in the description below. I'd love for you to watch the videos, leave me comments about the things that you saw. If you have any questions, I will try to answer those questions. I am by no means a cruise expert. This was actually our first cruise together, but I have listed 3 channels that are cruise experts in the description as well, and those are some channels that I most often watched as I prepared for my cruise. Let's get into what I actually wore on my cruise to Alaska. Okay, I'm going to start with this big pile here. It is our big carry-on. It was just me and my lovey. We went together on the cruise. We were able to get everything in one big suitcase and 2 carry-ons, and we each had a backpack. Now, I will say that my backpack was used mainly for travel in the airports. I had my iPads and all my charging things of that nature. This was fast access to my passport, and I actually put my purse in there as well. So this was the purse that I used. This came in really, really handy. It has a deep pocket here, a back pocket here. I had all of my PPE stuff in there, my mask, my gloves, my wipes and everything in there, but it also held my money, my passport, and all that kinds of things in here as well. So this really worked out well. But again, I didn't use my backpack. Lovey did use his backpack, but I just used my purse most of the time. So let's get into the suitcase. That is a hot wreck. Let's see. So I did wear this. One day I did wear this, which is just a little hoodie. It was my backup in case it rained. Now, our plan was to actually buy a jacket and a sweatshirt, those kinds of things when we got to the different ports, to try to buy something at every port because we weren't doing a lot of excursions, and that way I didn't have to pack it going. But I did use my hoodie at least one time. And here is the jacket that I bought. Now, this one was a little bit bit more expensive than some of the other ones that I saw. I will say the cheapest rain jackets with hoods were in Ketchikan, but that was our last stop, and that's where it was raining. This came in really, really handy. It does have a hood built in. It is not insulated, but it is pretty thick. So this came in great for our 60-degree rainy weather in Ketchikan, and it does have the little Alaska with the bear on it there. So I was perfectly fine buying one of these in port. I believe I got this in Juneau. I tried to find one here in Texas, and even if I was looking at a off-brand name, they were about $60 to $100. So I'd much rather have this one. All right, let's keep going. There's just all kinds of stuff here, y'all. I did wear these pants. Now, they do have pockets and they have a tapered bottom. I actually wore these 2 times only because I only wore them for a little while we disembarked, and then I wore them on the airplane ride home. And I'm glad I did because they had pockets, and I had to have my ID, my passport, and my boarding pass all handy as I went through customs and the Canada airport. So these I think I got at Walmart. They weren't very expensive, but they came in really, really handy. Okay, I did actually wear this little shift dress. This was just after a shower and as I was packing. I thought maybe I was going to wear it maybe if I went to the pool or something, but I never did get in the hot tub or the pool, and I just had a regular shorts and t-shirt for pajamas that I did wear, but I wore this once or twice just as I was packing and after the shower. So here are some gloves and a beanie that I took, and fortunately I never had to wear these, y'all, with hoodies and jackets even on the bow of the ship near the glaciers. It was kind of warm enough that we did not have to use these, but I did take them just in case. Now, this sweatshirt that I got for $5, y'all, at a clearance sale at Macy's here in the mall. It was a long sleeve, kind of like a pullover zip up, and I actually wore this in Ketchikan, and then I also was going to wear it to the orange party, but we were so tired we missed the orange party, to be honest with you. And I had another shirt that I was going to wear to the orange party, and that was this shirt right here. So I did not wear this shirt. Another shirt that I did not wear was this little sweater. It just kind of has a bell sleeve on it. I was going to wear it to performances, but we didn't really have to change clothes to go to the performances. Everything was very casual, so I did not end up wearing this shirt either, but it was lightweight, and I probably could have worn it either just on the boat or in one of the ports because the weather was so good. So speaking of jackets, I did actually take this jacket. Now, this is just a kind of fluffy zip up jacket. It's actually very, very warm. It's one of the only jackets that I wear here in Texas when it gets cold because it is that warm. And I did put this in my carry-on, and I did wear this on when we went outside on the ships and things of that nature because it was cold on the sea days. So I did wear this as well. And as I'm showing you these things, I'm actually throwing them over here into the laundry pile because we're unpacking. This is real life, y'all. We're unpacking and we're doing laundry because we just got home yesterday. And on my flight home, I did wear this little t-shirt. I was coming from Canada, which was about 72 degrees, but I was coming to Texas, which was 105. So I definitely didn't want to have long sleeves or anything like that. I just can't be hot when I fly. So I wore those pocketed black pants with this light t-shirt, and that was perfect. On disembarkation day, just for the little bit of time that I was out, I wore those black pants with the pockets and this shirt that kind of cinches up on the side. I got this at Victoria's Secret, and it was 60% off. Little pricey, but it was still 60% off, and it was perfect for the weather in Canada. One of the sea days, I wore these fabulous wide leg lightweight pants. Y'all, these pants are the best. They actually have pockets. I got these, and now I paid full price for these. They were like $16, but I wore these wide leg pants. They're very flowy, very cool, but I wore these on a sea day, and I just wore them with a little 3/4 length shirt, as you will see in the video. It's day 2 of the ship tour, but that was just enough for me to be even going outside, and this was our second sea day as we were going to Skagway. Now in Ketchikan, I did wear this little lightweight sweater with my blue jacket that I bought when I was in Juneau. I wore this long sleeve little lightweight sweater with a pair of jeans. Now I also wore these jeans in Juneau as well, so I wore them 2 days with 2 different shirts. And on the last sea day, I wore this little long sleeve, kind of shorter, lightweight little sweatshirt type material. I got this at Walmart for just $3, y'all. Super, super comfy. It's a little big, but it did the trick. And I actually wore it with a pair of capris that I had worn in Skagway. So I wore these pants twice and this shirt once on the last sea day. And as I said before, I just slept in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts because when room service came to the door to deliver our yummy coffee or housekeeping, at least I had on some clothes, so I was able to wear these just at night. Now on our first sea day, it was Monday and it was dressy night. So I wore white kind of jeggings and I wore this beautiful blue shirt that I actually got at Goodwill, y'all. It was really fun. It's very flowy. It does have a little peekaboo sleeve right here, but look at the little eyelet detail. And that was just enough, and it has the eyelet at the bottom as well. It was just enough dressy with a little dressy red and sparkly bracelet with that to celebrate the 4th of July and for dressy night. As I said before, I didn't get in the pool, so I did not wear my bathing suit, but there were a lot of people in the pools and in the hot tubs because they had the roof closed. So I would always take one because you never know, you might want to do a spa treatment or get in the hot tub, or if you have kids, I'm sure they'll want to get in the pool. On the last dressy night, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Friday night. It's all running together now, and I just got home. I wore some wide leg dressy pants, and I just wore this little flowy top. I picked this because it travels well, it doesn't wrinkle, it was flowy and it a little bit dressy. So this is what I wore for the dressy night, the second one that we had. All right, y'all, let me tell you a little tip. When I did embarkation day, I wore these leggings because they had pockets, right? And I wore them with a little t-shirt. But I'm gonna give you a tip. I would have either chosen a different outfit or I would have changed before going around the boat, because we took a lot of pictures when we first got on the boat, and quite honestly, it was just a little underdressed for me. It was like very much exercise wear, and I kind of wish that I would have either changed or worn something else that was maybe a little dressier on embarkation day, because it's your first time on the boat and you do take a lot of pictures. So that's my tip of the day, is on embarkation day, either change or wear something that's a little bit dressier than your leggings, because you'll appreciate it when it comes time to taking your pictures. Okay, another sea day, I wore this kind of wide tunic. If you don't know, I love soft and I love flowy things. So I wore this little long, wide, almost like a tunic type shirt with some leggings as well. They're kind of bell-bottom leggings, yoga pants, if you will. But they're just really comfortable because I was going around the ship doing a little tour for y'all. Of course, it'll be in the playlist. But this was just really comfy wear to wear all day long on the ship. And this is probably what I should have done for embarkation day. I actually did wear this little white tank top underneath the orange zip-up sweater just to be able to unzip it, have a little bit of another color there, and in case I got hot. Now, not to say that I would have taken that jacket off with just a tank top underneath it, but I thought I would get hot, or I wasn't sure if I was going to get cold, and I didn't have to wear a jacket because I had that sweatshirt on. I think I actually may have worn this shirt in Skagway, and I can't remember, y'all. How bad is that? And I do know that I wore these leggings as well, just comfy around the ship. I may have worn this the first day. I think maybe I wore this the first sea day, that Monday, in the morning, and then I changed to my white pants and blue shirt in the evening. I think that's where I wore this. But I love my No Perfect People Allowed t-shirt. This is from my church, and I think it is a fabulous little slogan that we have, so it's one of my favorites to wear. All right, y'all, I hope you're finding this helpful in some kind of way if you are preparing for a trip to Alaska in July. Now, this is not what I would wear if it was maybe, I don't know, January or February or something like that, but it is what was comfortable for us in July. If you're enjoying the video, if you're learning something, if you took one thing away from it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And again, make sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when a new video is uploaded. So let's see what else. Y'all, I actually did not wear these. I kind of took these to walk around the ship with, or in case that I needed to go to the pool or something like that. But these are little Croc kind of shoes, and I didn't wear those at all. So far, I've only not worn 2 shirts and a pair of shoes, so that's pretty good. I actually did wear these loafers. They are slide-on loafers. I wore these a great deal around the ship because, again, they were just slide-on, very, very comfortable, and so I'm really glad that I got these last minute before I left. And I think I wore this shirt. Maybe this is the one. Y'all help me. I cannot even remember. I think this is the one that I may have worn as I flew to Alaska. So I think this is what I wore with a pair of leggings just to be comfortable. And I did have that black fluffy jacket when I was flying to Alaska. As you can see, the suitcase was totally in disarray. We tried to put most of our things that were dirty in the laundry bags, but we just ran out of laundry bags because we literally wore everything. So we are washing every single thing that is coming out of the suitcases. All right, y'all, these are the shoes that I wore for both dressy nights. It was fitting for both. They got a little bit of glitter and stuff and a little detail on the toe. Super comfy, and I was not cold at all. While you were on the ship, it is very warm. It's a great climate. They keep it very, very cool or warm enough, just enough so that you're comfortable. I never needed a jacket while I was inside walking around the ship. And of course, I wore my tennis shoes. I had to buy brand new tennis shoes, but I wore my tennis shoes on all of the port days because you do a lot of walking. If you're gonna go to Skagway, Ketchikan, Juneau, or anywhere else, it's basically sightseeing, and you do a lot of walking. So I'm really glad that I had my socks and shoes with me to wear for those port days. I did take and I did use this cruise adapter. Now, this adapter is a non-surge adapter. I did get it from Amazon. If I can remember, y'all, I will put the link below. But this had 2 USBs and 3 other plugs. We found that there were plenty of plugs on our ship. I am not hearing that that is the same on all the other ships. So a lot of people did take this, especially if you have multiple devices like cell phones or Apple Watches or iPads for the kids, charging batteries for when you go out sightseeing and taking pictures and recording. So I did take this, and we did use it, but we probably could have done without it. But the one thing that we did take that we did use were these strong magnetic hooks. So I got a box of these. There were 10 in there, and if you saw from my cabin tour, we did use these hooks. They were so great that we actually left Lovey's daughter some for her to use in her cabin while she remains there as an entertainer on the ship. But we did use these, and these will come in super handy if you go. So again, I will put the link below as to where I got these, if I can remember and if I know how, but I think I do. But these were just strong magnetic hooks, and there were 10 that came in a box, and they weren't very expensive. Now we have 5 left, and Lovey says that he can use those in the shed to hang up his fishing things. So we will still get to use these now that we're home. All right, y'all, I didn't use my curling iron. I went with just some gel in my hair, or my hair was up, so I did not use my curling iron at all. I did have a bag of medicine, and we did not use any of this medicine. We did not use the Tums or the Ambisol or the dental kit or the Bonine, or the stomach relief medicine. Now, there was a couple of days that I used my Vicks on my feet, but that was just for sore muscles, because that just happens to help me. So we didn't use any of this, but I'm gonna say you never know when you might need it, so it's better safe than sorry. Now, we did use a whole pack of wipes. And we did use our wrinkle release, and we did use our Febreze. I just did Febreze on air hung my clothes that I was going to wear. We did not use the sunscreen or the mosquito spray, the bug repellent, because the weather was really nice and we didn't need to use it. But again, it's better safe than sorry. Y'all, let's keep going. We did try to use these. We filled them up with ice, but it just doesn't hold enough. And we're able to take the cans of water off of the ship in our backpacks into port. Now, you can't take any food or anything like that, but we were able to take water, so we really didn't need these, and they were just some free give-me's, so we probably won't even keep these afterwards. I actually did use this. I wore it when we were traveling. It had my passport, my immunization card, which you do need all of those things. It had my extra cash in it. It kept my wallet. It kept everything. It's actually called a body purse, and it goes like inside of your clothes, and so it's a way to prevent pickpocketing, even though we had no problems with that. But everything was at my disposal, and I actually don't remember where I got this. I think my mom gave it to me, but here's where it says right here, the name of it is Travel Ambo. I'll show it to you again. And I think these are pretty common, but I believe you could get them on Amazon as well. Mask, mask, mask. We had to wear masks on the ship, at embarkation, at disembarkation, at every port, getting on and off. And we wore masks on all of our transits, the buses, the shuttles. We wore masks in town. We wore masks a lot. Probably went through about 30 or 40 masks. I know we took about 50. I think I left some with Lovey's daughter on the ship, and this is all that we have left. I actually did not need my sunglasses at all, so that was good. We did use Motrin because our muscles were so sore from walking. Oh my gosh. Lots of walking in there, and Tylenol as well. One of the things that we did realize is that in the beginning we were really dehydrated because we weren't stopping to drink water. And so you do need to really drink water so that you don't get a headache while traveling. I did take and wear my hat. This was just an easy way when I got off the boat. I could put my hair in a ponytail in the hat and didn't have to worry if it rained or not. So I did wear this hat, and I'm really glad that I bought it. We did use our binoculars. We were able to see some bald eagles. Lovey was able to see some whales. He did see them spouting up, and he was able to see their tails as well. We did not see any bears, which I was a little bummed about, but I really only wanted to see those from a distance, to be honest anyway. But I highly recommend that you take some binoculars with you. It does help you see into the land and into the glaciers. It helped us see the glaciers falling, and so that was really cool. And so I highly recommend a pair of binoculars. I did take a new selfie stick with me, and I think I used it maybe one time. So you could have used it more. I think that I'm just so used to filming with my phone in my hand that I didn't really use this, but I will be using this to record more, and when I go shopping, I'd like to be able to use it. I'm not very steady with a tripod when filming. It's just easier with my hand. So, but I'm glad that I got this anyway. All right, y'all, room spray. Let's just talk about it. So I know that Lana from Lifewell Cruise talks about poopery. Well, we didn't have that, but we use room spray, and this is from Bath & Body Works. And I'm just gonna say, the quarters are really tight, y'all, and the bathroom did not have a fan. So we used our spray, and I'm so glad to have had it. Because, you know, multiple people in your room, you just want to have a little bit of freshness. And the soap and the shampoo, I did use the soap because the soap, they do have soap and shampoo and conditioner and lotion. Now, I washed my hands with their soap, but for my body and my face, I brought my own soap, and I did end up using their shampoo on and off, but I did have some of my own shampoo. And again, if you didn't see my last day's video, You'll need to see this if you are flying out of Canada, because this bag with everything that is liquid or spray of any kind has to fit in this one bag. That was a challenge, y'all, and we learned that challenge when we got to the airport. So make sure that you watch that video. I'll link it right above here for you, because that was probably the biggest tip to take away. All right, y'all, I'm very impressed with this little thing. This was a last minute pickup, and I got it from Walmart. It is a Swiss, kind of like a travel kit. It has 2 pockets on the side with lots of brushes, rooms for brushes and things. Now, I did not use brushes, but it does hang. And as you saw in the video, we did have our 2 hanging things here. This offers a lot of space and took everything that we needed toiletry wise in there. So this was a really great find. And again, I got this at Walmart. All right, y'all, so that's all that I took with me. And as you can tell, we did really good with our packing. I had done a lot of kind of watching videos like this one to help me know what to pack when I went to Alaska and on a cruise, because again, it was our first time, and I think we did really well. We didn't buy that much. I did get to go thrifting at a place in Juneau called Nana's Attic, and I will link that video above, and I am going to be going live to show you what I got there in a live haul, so that's pretty cool. But I wanted to show you just a few of the other things that I picked up. I got a shirt. This is a Alaska shirt. It was a shirt and hat combo for just $16.99. And this was in Skagway. It was a shirt and hat for $16.99. I didn't wear the shirt yet, but I have worn the hat, and I think that it really was a good idea to get that. So this is a twofer in my opinion, and for only $16.99, I have a souvenir that I will actually use. And the only other thing that I bought was a Ketchikan sweatshirt. It is a really cool sweatshirt that has some stitching in there, and I think this was on sale for like $14.99 in Ketchikan. So I bought the t-shirt and the hat in Skagway, I bought the jacket in Juneau, and I bought the sweatshirt in Ketchikan. So I spent less than $100 on my souvenirs, not including what I bought at Nana's Attic, because that was a really cool place. The last thing that I'll share with you is every cruise, Holland America does a on deck for a cause, and it was a little 5K that was the last sea day, and this on deck for a cause was a little 5K walk that was benefiting the Ukrainian refugees. And so for $25, you got a wristband and a on deck for a cause t-shirt. Now, I did not end up completing the 5K, but I did walk around, but I did get the t-shirt, and I donated the $25 because I felt that it was for a worthy cause. So they do a little 5K like this on every single cruise, and it's a different type of cause. So if you are sailing and you see that, that's just something fun to do the last sea day, and it's for a good cause, and $20 of the $25 is a tax write-off. Okay, y'all, one more thing that I did not get to show you. I was waiting for these to come in the day that we left, and they came in just before. I had ordered some rain covers for my shoes. And so these came in. Again, I got these from Amazon. I actually did not use them because it never rained enough. But because it rained so much in Alaska, I wanted to be prepared. These literally just slip over your shoes, and they do offer a little bit of traction. They come in different colors and they come in different sizes, but I wanted to throw these in because I saw these as I was cleaning up, and I wanted to say that these were the things that I was waiting to come in when my first video about what I was packing, but I didn't actually have to use them. But I'm sure I will, because when it rains here in Texas. So that's it, y'all. That's my unpacking. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video along along with all of the other videos in the playlist. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This is real life. I'm in my bedroom. I'm unpacking, doing laundry because unfortunately vacation is over and it's time to get back to real life. Grocery shopping and doing laundry and getting ready to go to work. So thanks so much for watching, y'all. We had a wonderful time. And if you're ever thinking of doing a cruise to Alaska, I am not sponsored, but I highly recommend Holland America Cruise Lines, especially if you have older children or if you are an empty nester. It was a really great cruise and it has something to do every minute of the day, as you could see by the pamphlets that we got every evening. You will never be bored. There's always something to do, and Alaska was a really great time. So thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.